Oh man. So High School Musical.
The musical. Nah, not the show.
Not the
Just
show.
just the first one. Just the first one. So hit the mic stand.
Yeah, man. I did not realize that there were I didn't realize that there was three movies, a spin-off movie, and
Whoa,
a
wait.
show.
A spin-off movie?
Yeah.
What's the spin-off movie? I didn't know about that one.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's about the blonde chick.
Oh, the Sharpay. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Like, yes, the Sharpay movie. I was like, wait, what? I was like, there's a. Okay, now I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sharpay movie.
Also, what are we doing? Like, where they're trying out for the musical, and they're shy about singing, and they're afraid of singing in front of everyone. But here we are with like 4 or 5 musical numbers of the whole crowd. Is this just in everyone's head, or what is going on?
Now, granted, when Troy and Gabriella got together and sing, so Mr. Sexy Zac Efron.
Was it actually him singing, by the way?
Only one part. One part in the whole movie is where he sung.
Okay. Was it where he's on the balcony?
On the balcony, that was his voice, because you could tell all of a sudden it got a lot worse.
Yeah. I was going to say,
No, granted, Zac Efron can sing these days.
okay.
That man can sing. Actually, in the third movie, he does his own lines. But
Okay. I was going to say, a lot of this movie, the singing looked dubbed over.
definitely dubbed over. Now, granted, though, each time they sung together, so the first part of the movie and the second part of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
I love those songs. Those were good songs. Those were bangers.
Really?
Yes, I think those were good songs. The rest of the songs we could just scrap, and you could have just left those 2 songs in there. That would have made this movie 10 times better.
I think we could have scrapped all the songs and the movie, and it would have been 10 times better.
You can't tell me you get a little feeling in your tummy during that last one. Like it's just want to stand up and as I hit the mic, just we're breaking free. Yeah, I was like, got the vibes. I actually watching it told my wife, hey, yo, chill out. We're watching this part because she was chatting to me. I'm like, no, we're watching this.
Just dead silent.
Yeah. It went dead silent except for me. I was singing along.
Wow.
Yeah, how do you not sing along to that song?
Pretty easily, actually.
That song was awesome. And then the first part of it, you're like, oh, actually, no, let's go to the first part of this movie. At the ski lodge, they're in this place with some dude that obviously still wants to be a high schooler, trying to run a karaoke, trying to get these high schooler kids to do karaoke. Not even trying, forcing people to do this karaoke.
By the way, did you notice the crowd? They're all turned away. No one is paying attention until the very end, but...
Well, yeah, because
still.
that song's a banger, and all of a sudden they start to hype up the crowd.
But what's the big deal about the karaoke if no one's going to pay attention anyways? You know?
I think it's just something that they had to do. I feel like this guy is just like, he still wants to be a high schooler, so he does these things with the high schooler group or high school thing. Maybe he's a youth pastor in his off time. I don't know. But, because
the Catholic Church is struggling with that.
No,
right
not
now.
like that. Not like that. No, but youth pastors just have that. We're gonna go embarrass other high schoolers, and I'm gonna go embarrass myself. Like they have like no sense of pride really. They're just like, I got to do this to get other people hyped up, right?
Also, this movie, for the first half of it, I love how just like forced in all cell phones are. And then by the last half, it's like the writers completely forgot that cell phones ever existed. It was kind of like a side plot line.
Let's go back. I mean, this is 2006 too, so they got the Nokias, they got the flip phones.
Look at the Gabriella.
Yeah.
She had a freaking like Nokia brick.
Maybe the Blackberries might have been in there, right?
I think I saw BlackBerry. Yeah.
And all in the class. I like how mad the teacher got too.
Oh yeah.
She puts it in the bucket.
I love that. Like they start off when they're going back to school in class for 5 minutes, and like 10 students got detention, and then the bell rings, and that's their class.
I mean, it was roll room, or whatever.
Yeah, but what a way to start off a movie, though. Just like everyone getting detention.
Suckers are getting detention today. That teacher, Miss Jarvis.
Okay, I don't remember her name.
I think it was Miss Jarvis.
Okay, I remember Troy and Gabriella and everyone else. I I don't really remember their names.
Oh yeah, that's Corbin Blue's character. His name was Chad.
Is that the coach?
No, it's the dude with the poofy hair.
Oh, okay.
His name's Chad.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you have the name Chad, I am sorry, but
Like 3 different Chads popped in my mind. I'm like,
I know one of them. If they ever see this, he's gonna be like, "What the heck?" But it's okay. I like that Chad though. So Chad,
Poofy hair.
poofy hair.
Gotcha.
That guy was just he's a bad friend.
Oh, he's a horrible friend.
He is a bad friend. Maybe a good teammate.
Man, like everybody in here was just a bad friend.
Yeah, to Troy and Gabriella.
Yeah.
All of them were bad friends to them. I don't think they had one. So maybe actually no. Grant the cook, that guy that cooks.
Yeah, the cook and the
pianist maybe.
Yeah. Do you see the camel prop in the background of the sets?
On the stage, yeah.
Yeah. It's got this big toothy grin.
That stage is part of my hallucinogenic dreams, I feel like.
Really?
I mean, look at that. A big moon coming at the bottom of it, the last scene of the movie almost. And just kind of, and then they're dancing around it. I want to know what...
It's got like Majora Mask vibes.
Yeah, it does. I want to know
crashing into the earth.
What the musical was.
Right? They never actually showed that. You've seen the other ones, right?
Yeah, they're High School Musicals I have.
Do they show what that musical is?
Nope. Not the second one. They do... They work at like a Sharpay.
Okay.
Their parents own like a country club, and so they work at the country club for Sharpay.
Oh.
Like all the friends. And then the third one, they're graduating.
Okay. Yeah, I did see the third one was called like Senior Year or something like that. Yeah. Also, this school has the budget for like a massive like 25-foot poster by like, I don't know, 10-foot poster of Zac Efron and all the other basketball players.
You know what I love about this too is that they're fighting for the district championship to make these posters and hype up for the district champion.
I didn't even catch that.
It wasn't even for if this was state.
That would be something.
I mean, by all means, this team is bringing you in money probably all over. That means they're probably, if they win state, they're probably going to play in a national tournament.
See, some reason I was reading this as like a national tournament, but it's just district.
It's just district. Not even national. Not
what are
even
we
state.
doing, movie?
I mean, that gym is nice. Granted, that gym was super nice.
Everything in this school was super nice. I've
Whoa.
never seen a school with that good of funding.
I guess the laptops, I guess for the time they're good enough, but those could be questionable.
Okay.
They were a little thick, I felt like. Like, you know, like old Secret Agent movie laptops where they pull those out. That's what it kind of felt like.
That bit where the guys got Zac Efron down in the locker room and they were recording him and sending it up to Gabriella to, I guess, blackmail him.
We are so good.
They flipped up this webcam that was no joke, like the size of my fist, just sitting on top of the laptop.
And he didn't even notice.
He didn't even notice. And it's like, how? This thing is as big as any of the other guys' face.
Those guys are so lucky that Steve didn't come around the corner without a towel on. Oh, hey guys, what are we doing?
Also, like, the acting teacher walking into the boys' locker room.
Oh, I know.
And they're all just like taking a shower. And
I watched that. I was like, that would have never happened. A woman teacher would never been able to go in there.
What are we doing, movie?
I never thought about that. Like, I was trying to think or rack my brain of when did a woman teacher ever come into a locker room, and I think maybe once I could think of, but I mean I don't even think that was true either. Like in my head, I was like, because I could see one of our high school teachers doing it, but I was like, I don't even remember if that's true or not, or if I'm just placing her over the top of this teacher.
That could very well be, but who does this?
That's what I was saying. She is something else. Now, watching this movie, when we're watching it, what did you think of, like in your head, did you ever have that thought, where would I be hanging out at?
What group?
Yeah, what group would you been hanging out at?
I don't know, man.
I don't think I had a group in those.
No.
Like out of all of them, I was like
there was a skater group, there was a preppy group, there was the smart group, there was a sports group.
They needed to make a character where the kid just bounces around.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to make it more realistic, no way did.
I
And high school isn't.
there was not that level of like clickiness.
No, I was like, high school is not that clicky. There is
Yeah.
clicks, and there is levels to popularism, I think. But there isn't. I mean, sure, there's the skater group,
Right.
but the skater group might go hang out with the preps or the popular kids, who might hang out with the jocks, or some of them might be jocks, for instance.
Right.
I mean, there's.
Do you notice just quickly that one skater kid when they're singing about like
Stick to what you know.
Yeah, he pulls out the cello out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he starts like strumming away, and the movie starts playing electric guitar sounds over top of it, synced with him doing this, and then between shots it like disappears all of a sudden, and then he's just like airplaying it.
I didn't notice the airplane.
Oh yeah, no, like towards the end of the song if you're watching.
Okay, I'm gonna sidetrack for a second.
Okay.
There's that time period in Disney Channel original movies where like, okay, this can be a little boring here, and all of them both mostly have it. You know, like, okay, this guy's a little boring,
Yeah.
but
We could have shaved 20 minutes off this movie.
exactly, it kind of started out that way, and then it turned into, though, once you got that banger, I'm like, okay, I'm hooked for the next 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then it went away.
Pretty quickly.
And the one at the end, not the we're all in this together, but the other one before that.
With the siblings?
No, before the siblings or after the siblings. After when
Oh.
Troy and Gabriella sing again.
Okay, gotcha.
That part, that one is another banger.
Okay.
That's when I was like, okay. And then you get the whole crowd going. Chad finally decides to be a good friend, stands up and gets the whole crowd to stand up and clap. And the teacher throws the clipboard and starts clapping. I'm clapping in my chair. My dog is singing. My goldfish is flipping in the bowl. Everybody's hyped
For that song.
for that song.
All right.
They're breaking free, man.
Yeah.
They're breaking free of the stereotypes. And they're soaring and flying.
All right.
There's not a star in heaven that they can't reach.
You're still going with this, man.
But if they're trying, they're breaking free. It's awesome.
All right. I might have to watch that scene again.
Okay, but just that scene, don't do the rest.
No, I'm not doing the rest.
No, not the rest.
Um,
By the way, from just a basketball knowledge, those basketball drills were like first grade level.
I was gonna say they looked pretty easy. They're just passing them around themselves and
That is a like kind of a warm up,
okay.
but it's not necessarily a drill. It's kind of like a hand-eye coordination type thing. But it is the one where they're in the line and passing it.
Yeah,
And then
back
he's like, "Where's Troy?" That is a drill that I did with high schoolers that didn't quite know basketball. That's a drill that you do in like 4th grade to learn how to pass.
right. Makes sense.
That's not a drill you do in high schools with juniors and seniors.
Do you notice on Gabriella's house there's a little pineapple door knocker? I have nothing else to say about it, but there's a little pineapple door knocker.
House.
It's a fantastic house.
All those houses were great in that movie.
She's got a fireplace in her bedroom. Like a massive fireplace in her bedroom.
So, back to that school then. My guess is that those parents have a lot of money in that area.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably how they're able to afford it.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, apparently. Where just
I grew up in the wrong place, I guess.
yeah. What do people do there for doctors? Because the dad is a coach for the school. There was
And he has a nice house for being a coach of a school.
the mom, but we didn't go into what she did at all. And there was Gabriella's mom, and we didn't go into what she did at all.
No.
I don't think, unless I missed that line.
Though she was very I think
Because she had to move for work.
I think they talked about it there, but I don't think they talked about what
She
was
did,
doing.
yeah.
But what a move
Right?
to the place where
This, your true love.
how quickly did he like decide to go? Oh, yep, that's the girl. That's the
Because they
was
sang in
fast.
harmony.
because they sang in harmony.
Yeah.
It's very possible. Fun fact about this movie too: Kenny Ortega, I believe, was the guy that was supposed to do Michael Jackson's last concert, like choreography for it.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
I believe it was a big thing. That's why This Is It, the movie where it's kind of the behind the scenes. Kenny Ortega's in it.
Huh. Interesting.
Right? You didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
I
I
think
actually didn't look up any of the behind the scenes before.
watching the movie and watching how it breaks down the choreography, I don't think it was that bad for dancing.
No, the choreography was actually pretty fine.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, like
For
it was
a low
inoffensive.
budget Disney Channel original movie, I don't think it was that bad.
No.
The singing wasn't that bad either.
The singing
The
wasn't
voices.
bad, but it's clearly 80 yard. So
Yes. I thought that actually Tizill's voice was a little nasally too. Not to be too
who's?
trippy.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
A little nasally.
Yeah.
As a sound person, I probably would have turned it down a little bit.
Zac Efron, whoever was singing for him, didn't sound anything like him. I think they could have
No.
chose a
Yeah.
better voice match.
Yep, I believe so too.
Because that was really off-putting. Because it was like almost immediately clear that he's not even singing this,
Yeah,
and he's not even in the studio singing this.
you could tell with the way his voice is too.
Yeah.
You could tell, like it's like okay,
Yeah.
like his voice is kind of. It was more like the guy who sings "I Can Go the Distance" in Hercules.
Did you see the stinger scene at the end
The stinger scene.
where Sharpay sees oh God, what's his name? The cook. The guy who was cooking he was hoping to cook a creme brulee, and she like finally ate one of his treats, and she was like chasing him, and she catches him, and he's like, well, maybe I can cook you a creme brulee or something like that.
Dude, that girl was psycho.
Red flags all over the place.
Yeah, that was. Whole time you're like
No one should be that close to with their sibling.
that close to the sibling. The way she was intense, although supposedly she was just using him. Supposedly,
Yeah.
the way she was just the way she acted, I would have not talked to her at all. I would have avoided her.
Yeah.
And she would have talked to me, I would have been very shy and been like, nope, I don't want nothing to do with this. Oh, did you notice too when Troy got into the gym? Like he just knew, like as soon as the lights got flashing and stuff,
He's like,
he bolted.
oh yeah.
He didn't even have his jersey on when he was singing at the end. I was just like, what did
No.
he do? Rip off his jersey and keep his warm up?
I was trying to figure that out because he was wearing that white sweatshirt, and then
his warm up, yeah.
Yeah. And then he was wearing a tank top underneath, and it wasn't even his uniform. So it's not like he
He took off his. I was surprised.
like he properly like changed. Did he shower?
I believe that he might have showered for that.
I would hope so. Because could you imagine being up on stage?
I mean, who knows if he really stunk yet or not, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially if it's early on in the game. But it was enough time for her to complete her competition.
She didn't complete it.
Yes, she did.
Or she did her part of the competition, but their competition wasn't over. As a team, they were still going through it.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, because that's why they did the sync bomb and everything. I think they were doing some tour science thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some reason I thought, okay.
Her competition didn't fully completed.
Okay.
Fully been completed. That's why they left it, because of the stink bomb, and then she went running for it.
Gotcha.
Did you notice too the whole basketball team just kind of stands up and walks out pretty quickly too? They don't run like Troy did, but they just stand up and just kind of
Walk out. Right.
Inconspicuously too, like, oh, we don't know what's going on. Oh wow.
You play basketball. If the scoreboard started like glitching out like that, would they stop the game, or would they just write the score down on like some cards?
So it would depend. You'd stop the game for a second just to check everything.
Okay.
And then if it is something where the scoreboard, like there's just an error on it, you'd figure out a different way.
Okay. So
Definitely
you'd
forget.
keep the game going.
Yeah, more than likely a school like that would have some sort of manual board, not necessarily like a big old NBA arena type board.
But something like
Like
one of the basketball boards where they slip in the little like numbers into the little slots.
Slipper, there's ones where you just flip the card
Yeah.
for it. That's what they would do. They probably have one of those on hand.
Okay.
They wouldn't there wouldn't have been that big of a stoppage. Now, the big thing with the stoppage, though, would have been the lights that were flickering and stuff. They probably would have stopped
that's
it
true.
for that, for
That's
the power
true.
outage.
Yeah, I totally thought the finishing song was him and her on stage, and then we just cut straight to this other song.
Well, no, doesn't he make the winning basket or whatever?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then he makes the winning basket.
And then we cut to that
And
last song. But it's like, what? The movie's over. We've said more than we need to.
Yeah.
Why are we still here? Why is there a whole other song at the very end?
Because they wanted to include it, to know that we are all in this together to bear through that movie. Like, yeah, we did it. We bared through the movie. Disney Channel didn't catch me off guard. We did it.
Did we?
I mean, we watched it.
That's true. But it took me like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Oh, I mean, I've seen it multiple times before this.
Okay. So you're prepared for what you're getting into. But yeah, no, this was not a good movie in the end. It wasn't for me.
I would say
If you like it, no harm, but like it just wasn't for me.
2-star out of a 5-star rating.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a 3 out of 10 for me. So
It's Saving Graces is those 2 songs.
okay.
And if he was better looking at the time, Zac Efron, he definitely grew into his looks.
Yeah, he did.
That guy's a hunk now.
Oh yeah. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to subscribe and like and report this video and leave nasty comments below.
Remember, High School Musical 2 is coming, and we're all in this together.